Yo, you guys, this is Blacklist of the Abyss, and you're watching my review for World Trigger Chapter 92. Alright, and this chapter, the first half of this chapter is about learning. Essentially, we learn a little bit about Ai. Apparently, her goals for herself are to earn the respect of her elders, earn the admiration of the people who are younger than her, and get some good competition from the people who are her age. Alright. So yeah, that's cool. um, we end up learning a little bit about Shohei. Apparently he has a crush on Usami, which is kind of funny. Rio, I don't think Rio has a crush on her. He did compliment her and say, no, "Oh, you've gotten more beautiful" and stuff like that. But I think he was just saying that to be nice. Like his body language didn't suggest that he liked her the same way that Shohei does. Um, so yeah. We learned that Shiro is not the biggest fan of Usami. He just trolls her and like makes fun of her and stuff. He calls her a traitor, tells her that she's gained weight and all this stuff. But Usami kind of takes it like a joke. Like she's just like messing around and turns it into a gag. She puts him in a headlock and stuff like that. You know, like it's like I don't think she really. I don't really think she takes offense to it. She's just like messing around. So I'm not. But that doesn't necessarily mean that Shiro is messing around when he says it. He might legitimately just not like Usami and maybe he really does consider her a traitor or something. But I mean, for now, I don't think it's anything. I don't think it's anything more than a gag. I think he just likes messing with her, really. Plus, it's his personality, just like say what's on his mind, and just like even if it insults people. So. Combine that with his desire to, or I guess not necessarily a desire to make fun of Usami and mess with her, but um, his impulses making him just mess with her. Like I don't really know whether or not I don't think he legitimately dislikes her. I think he's just like messing around, and it just comes off that way because of his personality. All right, but anyway. One of the things that Shiro says, which is important, is that Yuma is the only member of Team Mikuma Squad, who can actually handle one-on-one combat. And if it stays that way, they're not going to make it to A rank, which means they won't be able to go to the neighborhood. All right. So that's kind of foreshadowing Yuma getting taken out in one of these rank wars. All right. But I'll get to that later. I'll get to that later because this is something else I want to talk about. But anyway, Shohei and Yosuke, they end up revealing that Miwa chose not to be the legitimate owner of Fujin. Okay, he decided that he wanted to leave it at HQ so that anybody who's compatible with it would be able to use it. So that means Miwa can go and use it if he feels like it. Arashiyama, Ai Hitora, Kazuma, freaking Nozomi Kako, like any of these people can go and use Fujin whenever they freaking feel like it. And Gene even offered to freaking train them on it. So that's it's actually kind of funny because of how chill this dude is. But they do bring up that he probably has a plan of some sort. So I'm interested in seeing how that develops. Maybe it's a plan to get Fujin back in like his possession. But I don't know. I'm not really sure. It's hard to predict what Gene's gonna do. I mean, he's Gene. Like, it's hard to predict what this dude's gonna do. But yeah, he has a plan of some sort. All right. Now, after this, we go to Reiji, and he brings up Chika and how they're being really protective of her. And Usami kind of tells him that she reveals that Chika is the type of person who will always put herself into danger and always take too many risks because she would rather something happen to herself than happen to someone else. So they're trying, by being overprotective, they're trying to get her to eliminate that habit so that she makes smart decisions and actually has more, she actually values her own life more. Okay? And this goes back to the whole thing with Yuma getting taken out, because I believe that at some point during these rank wars, maybe as soon as the next match, Yuma is going to be taken out, which means Osamu and Chica are going to have to fight on their own, and they're going to have to go one-on-one and stuff like that without Yuma. And seeing as though Chica takes too many risks, she might take too big of a risk here and end up getting taken out as well. So then Osamu might have to fight alone. So I think that would be really interesting if things develop that way. All right. Or maybe not necessarily she gets taken out, but she almost gets taken out, and maybe she gets saved by Osamu or something. And then he tells her, like, you can't keep doing things like this. You have to stop. All right, you know. So maybe it can go that direction as well. But Yuma, I really think that Yuma's getting taken out in this next match. I really do. He almost got taken out in the last one, you know. I think it's gonna I think it's finally gonna happen. I say finally, like I'm looking forward to it. I'm not. It's just like I think it's gonna happen. I really do. Alright, but speaking of Yuma, he ends up having some solo rank wars with Midori Kawa, just completely dominates him. It was like 21-9. Like it's Midori Kawa, man. This dude, I feel like he's so good. But Yuma is so much better, you know? Like, I feel bad for him. But it's not like he feels bad about it at all. He just has fun with it, you know? So it's not a big deal. But at the end of it all, Arifune comes in, and he's followed by Murakami of Suzunari's squad. Okay, and apparently he is so good of an attacker that he is the reason Arifune decided to stop being an attacker and switch over to being a sniper. Alright, so that's interesting. But the most interesting thing about this, though, is that when you see that panel, when they're showing the people that can use the Fujin, this dude Murakami is one of them. Alright? I'm calling it. I'm calling it right now. Alright? I'm calling it. This dude is going to use Fujin in the next match, and that's how he's going to take out Yuma. I'm calling it. I'm calling it. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't really know, but I'm sure. I'm not really, but I am. Okay, Yuma's gonna get taken out, definitely. No, maybe not, but no. Okay, two predictions. One, Yuma's gonna be taken out, and two, Murakami is gonna use the Fujin. All right, I think that the two of those are really gonna be one and the same, but I'll separate them just to be safe. All right, just to be safe. All right. But I'm pretty sure at least one of those, probably both of them, is going to happen. Murakami's going to use the Fujin, and Yuma's going to get taken out. So then Chica and Osamu are going to have to step up and go one-on-one on their own. And then, actually, that's another prediction right there. Chica's going to do something risky and too dangerous. And that's going to tie into this whole Yuma and Osamu trying to change her and like mold her into like, being more safe. All right, but yeah, that's that. All right. I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to this match now. I don't even know why. It's freaking like Suzunari's squad. I don't even remember the last team because no one knows about them. No one cares about them. Okay, but I'm still excited for it. So good job, Daisuke Ashihara. The only problem is that there's no chapter next week because Daisuke's not like been going through like problems and stuff in terms of like health and like well-being and stuff like that. But so he's been like in and out lately. But yeah. No chapter next week for World Trigger. However, I'm assuming we'd be getting into the match in the next chapter in 2 weeks, so we shall look forward to that. But as for this chapter, I will give it a 6.5 out of 10. Half of the chapter was just like, you know, I once respect and admiration. Shohei has a crush on Usami. You know, like half the chapter was just like stuff like that, which, you know, it's fun, it's amusing, but it's like not really important, really. You know, so I mean, I'll just give this chapter 6.5 out of 10, and that's that. The real meat of the chapter was at the end. All right, so yeah, oh, not necessarily just at the end, but like the stuff with Reiji and Usami, then the stuff with Murakami, plus the information about Fujin and Miwa, and yeah, so that's that. I'll give the chapter 6.5 out of 10, and yeah. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.